guest comedian, I haven't seen her before, but I'm very excited, all the way from Iowa City. Put your hands together for Miss Clara Reynen.
Hello everyone. Hi, I'm so excited to be here. Mostly because I really feel lucky anytime I get to do stand-up. Really because I feel like I should probably be dead. Natural selection should have gotten to me years ago, okay? My body is like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. It's beautiful, but it's structurally unsound and no one really knows why it's still around. Doesn't stop hundreds of people from coming to see it every year. And I have been called one of the 7 wonders of the world. But, you know those pictures where people are holding up the Leaning Tower of Pisa? Usually like white engineering students when they're studying abroad over the summer. That's what a relationship with me is like. We look great together in photographs, but I need a lot of support. I recently had an existential crisis and cut off all of my hair. I did not figure anything out, but people have been asking me my pronouns a lot more often. And I'm getting kind of tired of going to bars, having my friends get catcalled, and then he just turns to me and says, I'm sorry, what pronouns would you prefer I use? Yeah, no, if you're gonna be an asshole, just go all the way. Don't even bother asking, you know? Now that my hair is short, people also ask me all the time what my sexuality is. They say, Clara, are you gay, straight, bi, single, desperately available? Yes. And I used to tell people I was bi, but I think I would confuse people because I have this long track record of dating men, right? So now I just tell people I'm into bad ideas and suddenly they get it. Yeah. I'm into really gross guys. I don't know what it is, but I just fall head over heels for them. And then I ask them to hand me their jewel on the way back up. It's like, the only way I can ever think to describe it is by, like, what do you guys think about twin beds? Like, you wouldn't fuck somebody with a twin bed, right? But a twin bed on the floor, now that's a whole different story. That's the kind of men I'm talking about. Hear me out here, right? Because men with twin beds aren't ready to grow up. They still have moms who make their beds for them. Twin beds on the floor, now that's a choice. These men are choosing not to grow up. They don't have a mom to make their beds. That's why they're into me. And they're not wrong, I will try to solve all of their problems. I'll fail miserably, but I'll try really hard. I have conditioned myself to like these guys, even though it ends horribly, time and time again. I have just conditioned myself. I'm like the Pavlov's dog of dating, right? Like every time I hear a man call his mom a bitch on the phone, my ears perk up a little bit. Yeah? And when I see a man on the streets who looks like he's going to forget my birthday, my pupils dilate. And when my friends tell me not to date somebody because he's cheated on his last 6 girlfriends, I just start drooling. That's like my mating call. I can't help myself. I think the reason, like I've done so much self-reflection, and I think the reason I'm into these gross guys is because I know that when it ends, not if, but when, I need to feel better about myself than I did at the start of a relationship. I can't have my friends saying, yeah, we were kind of waiting for this to happen. I need my friends to say, Clara, you were 1,000 times better than him. You deserve at least a full-size bed. Maybe even on a box spring next time. Don't count yourself out, kid. Yeah, that's the kind of friends I need. I think the reason I feel the desperate need to be in a relationship is because I'm from the Midwest. And not like Iowa Midwest, but South Dakota Midwest. That's where I was born and raised. So Midwest that Iowans can make fun of it. Truly. And I always denied it until I couldn't anymore. I went on the worst first date I'd ever been on, and I just had to acknowledge that I was from the Midwest forever. This boy asked me to go out to karaoke with him, and I'm desperately available. So I said yes. And we get there, and he says to me, so, where are you from? I said, oh, I'm from South Dakota. He said, would it be weird if I knew that already? I said, well, probably yes, red flag number 1, but please, go on. He said, well, I'm a linguistics major. Red flag number 2, okay? Linguistics majors are never gonna make enough to support me. But I just continued on with the date. At the end of the night, he walked me home. We stopped at my front door. He leaned in for a goodnight kiss. And his hand leaned in too. Have any of you ever been choked on a first date? Just me got it. Well, like, what would your first reaction be? Yeah, you'd be like, whoa, hey buddy, like back off, or no, that's more of a third date thing once we have a safe word. But instead, the only thing that popped into my head in that moment was just, oh! And that's when I knew, born and bred, will die a Midwestern. Thanks everybody, that's my time, I'm Clara.
Clara Reynen, everybody! Keep it over. Oh man, you're into gross dudes? If only I was 20 years younger and didn't have a very attractive girlfriend.